He's here. Ha! Good try, Dirty Babylon. It was a good try. Oh my. For 2,000 years we try to conquer I and I. Spread the rumor, propaganda and I. But Babylon you can never kill. What can never die. Good try. Hey, man, now life. Hate your cocoa love, you must be high. I think the devil is due. I got to hand it to you. I think the devil is due. Babylon, the see that you were so persistent. Can every day and every instant. You try to conquer the world. I would love to sell your soul for the diamond and pearls. So we need to you turn the church into a corporation. The number one product is a false salvation. Doctrination through brainwash education. Simple awaken our love creator. Good trade. Oh my. For 2,000 years we try to conquer I and I. Boom! He's here. Kill what can never die. You hit your cocoa love, you must be high. I got to hand it to you. Anybody here? Do the do to mankind to maintain the power for your own bloodline. You try to push confusion in a people's mind. Change the calendar so you can rule the time. When they want the youth to learn how much book library you did burn. History for your own concerns. Still the truth that suffers that the table has turned. It's a good try. I'm here. Good try, Dirty Babylon. I'm singing on the other side too. The volume was on. You must have it in double. Good try, Dirty Babylon. We're back live and direct. Live and direct, Jason. Jason will be on the Truman Show soon. Warrior Spirit activated for sure. Jason will be on the Truman Show very soon. Today I am going to go through some of your comments. I see you're here already. Me, I start that always with the... Let me stop the music in the back. With music, very important. Music for sure. Music, reggae music. Reggae music, roots reggae. Yeah. That's what I'm about. That's what I've always been about. That's what I've always been about, reggae music. Anybody that know me or like I haven't seen, like there's people I haven't seen for years and years. They might see me on YouTube, but it's not a surprise that I'm about reggae because always been. So great stuff. Today I'm gonna go on with your comments, some of your comments, but especially some of the comments that came in on the Truman Show from one of the leader on my channel, Shalong Gagan Spuff. That's his name on YouTube. Yep, Shalong, you left super comments. Like I was yesterday, I took the comments and I went outside and I did some videos also with it. But yeah, I'm gonna read them here also live and direct. What is that? What is supposed to go to? Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on. There's a situation. I'll be back. Hold on. There's a situation here. Okay, I'm here. Sorry. Little situation live and direct. That's what happened. I have children, so. But yeah, Gavin I was supposed to bring him to school like at 10 o'clock this morning, but now suddenly the bus shows up here, the Babylon bus shows in front. So I'm like, what is that? That's not what the wifey told me. So I go check with the bus driver. He says, yeah, I'm supposed to pick him up. I said, no, that's not what I got told. I'm supposed to bring him. So now the run around. So finally I told Gavin, I said, relax, I'm going to bring you and we'll figure it out. So yeah, so that's why I was gone. Greetings, Janik, representing. Yeah, for sure. I'm back live and direct. So just fast forward. Fast forward the video until I appear again. So yeah, Shalong. Shalong, big up Shalong. Great comments. All of you leave all the time great comments. You know me, I don't reply to every comment, but I appreciate it a lot, and I come live and direct to give you feedback on it or to read them. Or I'm going to do another live and direct too on the Truman Show with your comments. Probably I'll do that this week. I'll dive deep solo again. Yeah. I'll be back diving solo. Yeah. It blows me away. The gift Arthur has put out there and has never asked directly via Patreon or any other way like many others for a cent. People need to check themselves before they want to make stupid ego points about him. OMG. The content never stops. And I have come from a place where I can't imagine a grown-ass man putting in this much time for free. Have a look around, and literally is endless, up-to-date info. The intent is righteous, and there's only ego on others' projection and reflection of themselves, and not Arthur or Fiona. Arthur walks the walk. Or maybe you wanted to mean walks the talk or walks the walk. Maybe you can say that too. And it blows my mind he chosen this path to wake up anyone who is willing. This is the end of the rabbit hole. I like this comment here. When he says this is the end of the rabbit hole. Hold on. Because I think that's what it is too. I think the Truman Show, honestly, I was reflecting on it. And I think that's the end of the rabbit hole. I think that's the point. If you hit the Truman Show and you go through all the videos and that, and you get to Arthur, you're going to hit the bottom of the rabbit hole, and then you're going to start coming back out. That's what happened to me. As soon as I got with Arthur, I was diving deep into conspiracies and stuff like that, flat earth and all that stuff. And suddenly I got with Arthur, and it's like I hit the bottom of the rabbit hole. This is really what it is. And then I started to come back up and let go of conspiracy and nonsense and stuff that I couldn't prove or that was irrelevant in my experience here. So yeah, so you want to move out the rabbit hole at one point. So I like his comment here. He says, this is the end of the rabbit hole.
And it's really what it is, I think. I think many of you can will agree with me on this. The best ever deconstruction of everything, and it feels right. Exact. There's no hidden end with love for life. No agenda apart from wanting to free us all, which means full responsibility. The truth hurts, which is why they attack the man. People should remember that he is not selling anything. Just like me here, I'm not selling anything. You don't have to like it. Just getting to the bottom of this evil empire in which we all have been brainwashed into. I would hate to think what my life could be like if I did not find this info. Very happy I have found this. It's a gift. A beautiful mind to have that amount of damage done to a family and their life through corruption and fraud, yet still be better than his ex-captors who inflicted this damage and helping those get out. There is not a lot of time left before humanity is on a direct path to destruction. The system will soon come down around man, and if that's not through the chip or AI, intelligence, artificial intelligence, then this may be the last gasp. Keep this in mind as well. However, those evil pricks in the NWO are engineering and using people with talents and music skills to sabotage Love for Life and Arthur's Insight, including all this new age, Santos, vegan consciousness, BS, one race, flat earth, which is not far from the truth of what they are wanting to happen. One religion, NWO, mystery, Babylon, Luciferian reality. I have no doubt and agree there will be plants in all forms staring people down with the goats. Anyway, I'm very grateful to see you, Arthur and Fiona, back here. It's very easy to get lost and distracted with all the bells and whistles the Matrix uses. However, knowing the degree of the lie, meaning it's very easy to see who are the shills. That's everyone still supporting the satanic English slave system of illusions and magic. Everything starts with those magic spells, words, and meaning in which we create and put over the top of everything. That's very important to also see how we are our biggest enemy with all these teachings, brainwashings we have been open to. Thanks again, Love for Life. Big up Arthur and Fiona for your insights. Again, these are insights. Just like I'm sharing here, I'm sharing insights. People are sharing insights. Doesn't mean it has to become your reality. Take what's good for you and discard the rest. Yeah. Have I seen Cappy One? Yeah, Cappy One. Is here Triple R, Suzanne, big up. Big up. So I had no idea Jabba is such a celebrity. His new Flat Earth songs will put him back into the tornado of the frenzy. This must be a very confusing thing. His music has the timing and potential to be the next best thing in the music industry. Emotional manipulation, psyop complex. I'm very surprised this was the man connected to Love for Life only hearing the Flat Earth song recently. It's pretty cool. How could one reconcile this? This is the thing about my friend Jabba. I mean, he is walking product of the Matrix, but wants and pushes for the fall of Babylon. Would have been good if he could have come on the show along with others in the Love for Life Kingdom Remedy. So then it's not all on Arthur and Fiona's shoulder, and we all learn this is the only way forward rather than focusing on Arthur and kidnapping his character for the intent to hurt the Dream Remedy. Either way, it's very confusing time for Jabba. My words, projections. That's what he says. I would be confused. He would be in demand by the Beast system for gigs all over the world, having a couple of hit songs. Would have been nice to hear he got control of the ego emotion, and reconcile the difference with everyone, especially the ends that feed him, so to speak. Peace out. Bye. Comment from Shalong. Shalong! What's his name? Shalong Gagenspuff. Gagenspuff. Are you Russian, Shalong? Are you here this morning? What are you saying, Cappy? Even my own family is so programmed and indoctrinated. It is not for me to show them the way. No, but I don't understand the attacks on anyone that dares to think for themselves, because we've been programmed this way to make fun of people. Even there's people making fun of me here. I know that, but it doesn't concern me. My concern is not there. Cappy, I'm telling you, my advice to you, focus on you awakening, you. Focus on your inner purpose, which is to awake. To awake. The outer purpose, it could vary, could change, but yeah. No, people, me too, I don't focus on waking up people anymore. Who seek shall find, who seek shall find. I'm on YouTube, I'm everywhere. I speak truth, I spit truth like every day. And who seek shall find. And people don't care. People don't care anyway. And me, I know that people don't care because I didn't care myself before a major tragedy happened to me. So I know what kind of state of mind we're in. I wasn't there. I was there, so I have no interest, first of all, to put myself on a pedestal and say, oh, I'm going to wake them up. Like I'm trying to wake myself up here and to keep myself awake. So I have no interest really to... And what is it going to do, honestly? That I put my life energy into convincing people that they have been fooled? It's easier to fool them. It's easier to fool them than convince them that they have been fooled. So you're wasting your time. You're completely wasting your time. I'm telling you. It's my experience. I've been in this for 3-4 years almost. And I have no interest of waking up anyone anymore. All I can do is shine my light and people pick up what's good for them and discard the rest. But no, I don't see myself as a man who's going to wake up people. Not anymore. I'm not into this really. So, yeah, definitely not into personal attacks. Low vibes, exactly. Mandy Gold, Mia Media Mogul is in the house. Yeah. Big up, Mandy. Okay, let me go on with Shalom comments. Again, very good comments. You have to admit, we are all very stupid. They have dumbed down people 100%. I'm struggling with keeping up too. But it's very simple things. But we have created a situation where everything is dramatized. Everything we think about seems to be attached to all of our ego. We don't realize we do it even when it comes to talking. How we react. We all don't like this because our ego is all it is. It's the entire thing. So when conflict arises, we have not the skills or definition to tackle this. I'm glad Arthur is patient. I would struggle getting this message out. After spending hours with people, they still struggle to get it. Which is noon's fault. Noon's fault. Noon's fault, je sais pas c'est quoi ce mot-là. I've never seen it. Noon's fault. We have to confront these things, and well done to Truman, because to do this live on the World Wide Web is not easy. It's everything we are. It's all fake from Kingdom Point. We don't even realize it and take all this personally. There is no way not to confront these things because this is the real truth. Conflict is not conflict. It's essential to make sure we protect the community ourselves from the influences of the occultist. Like Arthur said, they will come for you, and they do this behind the government. Occultists are the government. This is why the Holy Bible recommends we have governments. Go figure. What else? Are they also have exclusive reps? Go figure. OMG, religion is very dangerous and was designed as a bridge into our minds for sure. Great insight though. There's not much Arthur and Fiona have not thought about. Kingdom seems to be the only way we move forward. However, I can see it being hijacked by others and used as a political football. I would love to do this on an island. I know if you can't do it anywhere, then it will never be done. However, an island would be enable a little protection from the outside influences. Or maybe as a start, you go to the island kingdom to learn to rethink or forget without pressures of the outside world. Once mastered, yeah, that would be good to have it like a big island. Hold on. To have a big island would be called the Kingdom Island, and everybody would do a trip there to detox from Babylon. To detox from Babylon, and once you're detox, your ego is fucking vanish. Then you go back to the real world. But everybody would have to go through kingdom, the island kingdom, and then go to the world. Like if you're born, you should be born into the Kingdom Island, learn what is real life without ego, without program, and then maybe we could build a better world. Or I don't know, there's got to be a solution. There's got to be a solution. Very dangerous and was designed, that's it. Outside influences. Or maybe as a start, you go to the island kingdom to learn to rethink and forget without pressures of the outside world. Once mastered, then we could move inland. Just an idea. That's it. Religion is a worry. Non-believers in Jesus and Allah are always killed over history. If we are to believe the stories we hear from the Jesuit, is story. Anyway. Another comments from Shalong again. I'm going to read pretty much all the stuff from Shalong. Excellent deconstruct of the person making claims about Arthur being angry. Fantastic to hear. Made my year. Brilliant assessment of how people can't even see that it's them projecting their BS onto Arthur. This is done time after time. I hear this kind of thing all the time. Now I have the reason why it's done and why that. Again, Shalom, on episode 149 of the Truman Show. Could you start a Love for Life dating site community? I found that great. A dating site, you know, that's what we should start seriously, because there is a lot of people single and awakening and single, or awakening and in couple, but now suddenly break up because it doesn't work. The state of mind is not compatible. So to have a dating site where we could, I don't know, it's an idea, but it's a good, because I'm going to read the rest of the comments, but it's very, it's profound what he says. I like it. Could you start a Love for Life dating site community? Once connected to our destined partner, we remove data, cables, inculcation, etc. Please, so we can all have a similar goal in our partner prior to wasting years only to realize we were blinded due to the lack of options comparability. This is the thing too also. Many of us are in a couple because also you choose a partner at that time because of lack of options and comparability. This is the thing. Often that's what happened to us. I'm here slaving in the matrix because I'm looking for the ideal companion. However, the matrix has pre-programmed people into the I am complex, which is very unattractive to me. However, they, the 99.9% occultists brainwashed by the system, and would not be into this truth and could not act the reality of true responsibility. That's profound. That's profound. Big up, Shalom. Yeah. of true responsibility. As stupid as it sounds, I feel like we all can put up with partners who are not compatible with because the choices are limited. As a Euro person, I'm struggling to even find a fellow partner given the current migration policy in the city, let alone then finding a partner who wants kingdom. I feel there's a middleman, government, invisible hand that's taken control of people, thus divide us all through indoctrination, addiction, spells. Peace out. Great comment, Shalom. But it's true. It's what island? Red, yeah. What are you saying? Newfoundland Island. Not warm here though. Damn and cold and indoctrinated deep here. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure the further the more you go inland, and people have less access also to internet, because internet. Come on, if you go on YouTube, you can find all kinds of people, all kinds of great people speaking truths, living truth, and for sure. So maybe yeah, that's it. When you go more into region by region, like Newfoundland or places like that, maybe it's deeply indoctrinated. Not everyone. There is awake people. There is people questioning reality everywhere. Everywhere. We don't hear about all of them, but there's people questioning reality everywhere. Don't worry about that. Shalom, Gagan Spuff. Is he here, my bro? I told him I was going to read his comments. I'm starting to feel very upset and betrayed at the levels of my inculcation. And if I share it here, it's because it resonates with me also. The fictional character I've been supported and encouraged to be, while the sweat, equity, and reliability is my byproduct demanded of the system. I'm only starting to see the deep, insidious lie I am and have been playing. Who the fuck am I? Can I ever get past the letters and symbols matrix? OMG, this is deep. I have times where I can't comprehend what it is you claim. Then other time, I get a small glimpse into how deep this thing goes. How do you learn to forget the brainwashing and reform what's left? Will it be ever possible? I feel like I've been raped. Seriously. What would a life be? My dream? Would it be magic or the mundane? Would community give freedom to dream, or would it hinder our dream? So many possible outcomes. All defined by constructs. I'm literally digital. How does one begin to peel back this amount of MK Ultra lies? It turns flat earth into the pimple it is. Pales in comparison. A part of me wishes I stayed away from these rabbit holes. This is as deep as it goes. Thank you for the help. I'm going to start this process. I already have. Know what I want to do. Break my shackles and tell my master to go and fuck himself. Example, my job is soul destroying, but I'm the only one to blame. Every man has free will. Every man and woman has free will, but he does not hold his truth. He or her does not hold his truth. I don't think people grasp the gift Arthur has tried to give us. Look how many times I use the letter I. It's so selfish. Anyways, I'm not sure if thanks is right, but thanks, Arthur. I've been on and off your stuff for a year, but I finally got a small taste after this vid. Cheers. You are such an inspiration. I want to slap those who harm you and slander. P.S. What happened to the Satanists that harm children, people through ritual? What happened to them? Were they slandering each other online? What happened to the real psychopath of the world But they get away with everything while we take care of each other online? Nonsense. I'm wanting to know, would not they have processed the curse, or are they blinded by those higher up? Those higher up don't do the rituals first hand, but endorse those to do it. This is the thing too. Many of those evil people, they don't do the rituals. They endorse us doing it for them. This is the thing too. Many of those world leaders are vegetarian. Example, are vegetarian because they know it's not healthy to eat meat, but they endorse the people in the population to devour animals. You know, to kill animals and do all the rituals for them, where many of them do not even do rituals because they know it's evil, and they want us to perform the rituals so the world stays in a evil state. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Is it clear? Anyways, I'm not sure if thanks is right, but I've been on and off your stuff for a year, and so, but I finally got a small taste. Cheers. That's it. Would they not have processed the curse or blinded by those higher up? Those higher up don't do the ritual firsthand, but endorse those who do it. I'm wondering they should be cursed. Why are they not cursed from their deeds? Or are they? And if a community is to know truth and say those who mean harm in the system, the declaration about them processing the curse for harming a love for life community. Why would they care about curses if they are killing people in rituals? I'm struggling with this aspect. It makes no sense to me. Peace, and thanks for your help. Again, Shalom, another one. On the Mini Truman Show with, I think was with, probably Mini Truman Show was with Mar. My sister Mar. Yeah, that I haven't heard for a time about Mar. I think I'm going to contact her soon. Maybe I have her on the Truman Show. I haven't heard of her for like 6 months. Who grows her organic food? Can you do some real life remedy? And this is good, but if behind the scene the slaves are doing all your work, then it's just a manipulation. What do we do with all the Muslims who will not go to these laws and other groups? Do we let them invade us and kill us and or take? No, I don't know what he's saying about Muslim. To me, it's not about one group or another. I'm not into pointing finger at one group or another, but I think we're all freaking fucked up in a system. Here he goes on with comments on Quasi-Luminous. He has an opinion on Quasi-Luminous. Again, if you want to read it, go ahead, but that's not really what I want to hear. I want to focus on his comments about Arthur because they're great. Such wisdom, very lucky to have this record on the internet. This info is truly timeless. I feel there's a need to get this info out to the wider public. It needs to be there. I did not realize how deep the psyop goes from the constructs, language, rituals, etc. Your kids will look back and have a record of the man who is their father and be very moved at your message. Given the deceitful times we live in, seriously, it's a disaster how everything, as you say, from the flowers to nature, has been pissed and defined through the deliberate inculcation. Yeah. I get annoyed at science anyway. Always, I get annoyed at science always trying to take the clothes of nature and expose her. Then tell everyone about her inner workings. There's no dignity. There's an automatic program they have us doing without even realizing it, which is to pull apart and break apart everything and manipulate. The ultimate God complex. I must admit, I'm glad you're back. I started to slip into the new age glitz and glamour of astrology and the NWO propaganda train with Santos. You put it into perspective. We are going from NASA Global and a 20-year daily mind control program at school to a new age model of worshiping the occult storytellers. That's what we do. That's all they are. Nothing they say is in reality. We are doing it all over again. Like Fiona said, we take our indoctrinations with us wherever we go, and this is why we are always having the same problems. It's so deep and so insidious. I work in a warehouse in Melbourne, Australia, and I feel like I too am being warehoused. A life lost. That's how I feel. And in the end, I have nothing. Just broken dreams. I also find it hard to meet women because they too are so far gone and obsessed with the material. It's like a really bad time to be in the city, including the fact I feel like I'm living in an Asian country. It's really a con job when all the system wants is control. They will destroy a country's culture and pride to maintain this divide and conquer control the information paradigm. The information paradigm. Seriously, it's a worry. All they want is obedient people, and if you're not having slaves' children, they will get people who will. As a kid, I thought there was a honor with being an Australian. I thought the same thing. I thought it was an honor being a Canadian. I was so proud to be a Canadian. But now I see it as a piece of paper. The whole thing is a giant control fraud. The third world are happy to support it. Change will not happen as easily because of the multicultural, I believe. I feel they did this deliberately. Anyway, I have so many thoughts after this new vid. Very grateful and thanks. It would be a lot easier if you put an ego, choose a topic and begin to be someone else. But you never have. I respect that. You are willing to put your face out there and stand behind what you say without caving in or being sorry to anyone. You take the hard road, and I can see possible negative things that may come your way. So from me, thank you. To me, you both are just normal. A breath of fresh air in this otherwise stale room. Peace and much love to you both and your family. Much respect. Bye. And then the Window Maa replies to him. That was a really nice reply, Shalong. Aha, that name too funny, but aren't they all? I sense your appreciation and insights, and it shows your depth of awareness. You're lucky you are seeing it now. You're not that far away from Arthur and Fiona, so maybe you could join them. It may not be easy to go through the deprogramming at first. And I forgot to print the rest. But yeah, for sure. So, Shalong, again, Shalong. This is exactly what someone would say that has your best interest at heart. Arthur has great knowledge. I like Santos, however, Arthur is right on. I heard a long time ago the occultists and WO want all private property gone, no money. The same stuff Santos pushes. Make no mistake, it is of the occult NASA 2.0. How can they know so much about something that they have not smelled, touched, and is an illusion but base faith on all these constructs? I'm very amused with Santos, but I use my discernment. It's the new age, and exactly what they have planned. Going from one occult of the globe to another full of man-made, faith-based, esoteric BS. Really? Nature is all we need. Nature is all we need. We don't even need language because we have learned the language of the occult. English is the most deceptive, manipulative language there is, and is the easiest way to have several meanings for things. Legalize. People are so gullible. We know 99% of what Santos says is fucking BS. Come on, Mars, Jupiter doesn't even know if they're planets or luminaries. This is the same hocus pocus he accused the Jesuit of. Astrology was the first stage of the conspiracy to change man. That's true. Rock on, Arthur. It's a pity people can see past their indoctrinations. How a person appears, presents, all that shallow stuff. Peace, Arthur. You can talk a lot, but you're a fatherly figure, which is what people need to hear the hard fucking truth. Just like our loved ones would say to us, and we would disagree with them, but we know after years in the jungle, you were right all along. Good to see you back. Shalong again. Shalong put a lot of comments. I was very delighted to hear it. I don't know if he's there. I'm trying to concentrate on here. But I see a lot of you in the chat. Alex! Alex, the power is in our hand, for sure. Big up, Alex. Alex Julien. Don't let your children go to domestication center school, so no brainwash. No, but I don't. My children are... listen, I went through it. I went through school. Babylon is Babylon. I don't intend to homeschool them and shit like that. Because anyway, in Quebec here, it's the same program. It depends where you are. You can say, oh, you shouldn't homeschool. You shouldn't school your children, but I have no choice. They will come and do something if I don't put my children to school. It's obligatory. It's mandatory. And also to homeschool them, I have to give them the same program that they get in school. So I would have to be transformed in a teacher and teach their bullshit. Like, I prefer to teach them the truth, and then they go to school and they know it's full of crap, and they don't get brainwashed by it. If you are aware of what the teacher is saying is a lie, you're not getting brainwashed. You're just gonna go through it with a very, very you're gonna have fun. You gotta have fun in school. I would have had fun because I would have challenged the teacher every time. That's what we need to do. That's why I'm training them too, to be a glitch inside the matrix. I don't want my children are very, very important for this change happening, because they know what's true and they know that it's full of lies and deception. So at least they can speak out. They can go in there and try to spark something in the teacher's head, so she stop freaking teaching lies and start to wake up a bit. And especially the Globert, let go of this. Let go of the evil stuff. So that's my point, but that's only me. That's only me. That's my way of doing things. You can have another way of doing things, and yeah. I just want out far from here. Yeah. Just wanted to say that you girls are amazing in the chat. Oh, yeah, you keep it warm and welcoming. Take care, girls. Oh, yeah. You girls are doing an amazing job. There's a synergy here in the chat between you, and you don't know each other. You all met here on this channel, and the synergy of Red Rose. Mandy also is there often. I see her often. Suzanne is there every day. Queen Leslie. Big up Queen Leslie for your comments. I don't know if she's here this morning. But Leslie is there very often. She watches pretty much every one of my videos. She says I'm her inspiration, and I'm her. So just for her, I cannot stop this. Just for her, I cannot stop this because she's counting on me big time. So yeah, I give thanks for that. It's strength for sure. So yeah, so Shalong again. No, it's great here. I'm feeling it. Here, strong too, Mandy. Yeah, it's very strong, the vibe here. But because my vibes are strong too, so for sure you will feel the same thing in the chat. You will not have too much nonsense, because I'm not so much a nonsense guy. So yeah, it goes with the vibe I let out also. If I would be fully nonsense, Would not be the same vibe, I'm sure. So we keep it real. Yeah. It's called liability. In the older days, the elite were well known, and if they upset the balance, then the people, unaffected by Jesuit mind control from birth to death, including the effect of drugs in the water and food, which makes people more vulnerable to passive obedient behavior. Also, they do not need to toil as much, thus they are detached from the effects of modern industrial systems. Would remove these people through law and order. These days, the law has been so inverted, it makes companies immune from their effects they create. The modern system is simply an illusion to give the impression the system is spontaneous and uncontrolled random. However, only one entity owns the entire thing: Lucifer, Satan. We, the people, also play our parts in the deception, no matter the belief system, etc. we have. Modern law makes it possible for all peoples to be protected while partaking in commerce. In addition, globalization cult and their model was designed for this purpose: to consolidate world dominion under it. The global lie peels back and exposes the entire fraud scam of the elites who never rest and who are always conspiring how to achieve total control. This is the mentality that's responsible for uprooting and redefining humanity from language to indoctrination. The people have allowed it to get to this place. Blinded by technology and the promise of greatness, they missed out what was happening in their government because their minds were in the clouds being brainwashed. This is no great thing. Within 100 years, mankind was deceived and created a system that will be their downfall. Even when all is destroyed, the evil will remain in their man-made construct. Example, construct law, monetary system. This virus will only be destroyed when it is forgotten and never ever spoken of to a generation or two. This may involve a freaking reset. The same reset that took place when the Roman Catholic occult burned down humanity's Library of Alexandria during the real GC, Julius Caesar, reigned deliberately so they could take domain and control of humanity. And it's the very same systems today as it was then, not unlike how they use and blame the Muslim for crimes in which they orchestrate. We need a reset of our system, which has written history and language to suit their narrative and agenda for world control and voluntary slavery. Hold on, I have more, I think. No, that's it. That's his comment. That's his comment. Big up, Shalong. I think it's loud and clear. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. And that's true. Wake the hell up, because you're in the dream of hell. If you're not awake, if you don't sense reality, if you cannot sense, you're in the dream of hell. So we need to wake up. We really need to wake up from this nightmare. That's what's happening. I'm awake from the nightmare. And I'm keep trotting and keep going forward, because moving forward is the aim. And I ain't going back to the evil ways I had and the evil stuff that I was doing. No way. Now, when I don't want to hurt, I just want to enjoy. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy it. So what are you guys saying? Yeah. So big up, everyone. And that's it. I'll be back another now. Cappy 1, Suzanne, Triple R, Alex, Mendy, Evil Ruomo, Evil Ruma just wanted to say that you girls are amazing in the chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, you create a special vibe there. You create a very special vibe. I'm checking it now. It's a very special vibe. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I tried not to. I stay very, very humble, but you guys are giving me a lot of strength, and I appreciate that to the max for sure. It's a strength giving process we're doing to each other. Again, I'm gaining strength. You might gain strength. Look, listen, it's each one to each one. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be till the end, until we move out of this nightmare of Babylon. Rise and shine, live your dreams. But the best use of your time you can do, it's not to pass it on distraction. Don't pass your time on distraction. Spend it working on yourself. Working on becoming a better person, less evil ways. And we all have some evil ways. I know, me too today. Look, and there's stuff I gotta stop, and there's stuff I'm conscious that I'm doing that I shouldn't do, and things that I should do that I don't do. But we're all like this. No one's perfect. Well, the body's perfect, but the soul's imperfect, and it's an imperfected soul. So we gotta work on ourselves so much because of the brainwash and the inculcation. Unless you've been from a young age very awake, and parents very aware of who they are, because it's awareness. Awareness is crucial in this life. We can talk about the lies, but are you aware of who you are? Are you creating a living soul, a living dream with your life, or you are gonna end up living in regret? Because that's what happened. If you don't live your dream, you'll end up unless you really don't care, and that's possible also. But in the end, you'll have regrets, because you know that I know today that life is all I have. Life is all I have. Love is all I have, and that's what I'm focusing on. And living life, not only sensing it, but living it through experience, through different things that I can do to elevate, to strengthen my mind, because I know only this will save me. Only strengthening my mind will save me. And I'm not gonna go into a church. It's a false salvation. It's their number one product. So I have to create my own salvation. Very important. Very important. And we can all do this. We can all do this. Yeah, that's true. But the question is, why do we still need school? Yeah, I agree with you. The whole system is look. The whole system is what it is. We're not going to change the world in overnight. We could, but we're not, because we're so deeply into a fallen state that just to move out of there and elevate our minds and move out of the mental construct slavery. And so I make my children aware that school is not everything. School is not everything. Especially Gavin, he's not big on school. He likes to go to school to play, to have fun, but when it comes time to be serious and do serious stuff, he's totally not there, and he doesn't. And I was the same. In preschool, primaire. Au primaire, j'étais pas. I've never had problem in school. I was very autodidact, but I knew there was something wrong, so I was very rebel. And in secondary school, I've been kicked out 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. When it came time for March break, I didn't only have 1 week. I had 3 weeks. I had 3 weeks off, secondary 3, 4, and 5. Boom! The 3 of them. Every time it was March break, I had 3 weeks, because I knew there was something wrong in school. I was doing crazy stuff, and I was, just to release the trauma, I think, or something like that. I think many of us will do that. We'll express it in a physical way, the trauma. And me, that's how it came out. But I was always been very, to raise our children with love and respect is what we need. That's what I do. That's what I focus on. And showing unconditional love because that's what, what would make my children grow with strength and power is love, is showing them love. It's love. Our children needs love. And there's so many parents absent and not there. And because of stress of life and things and that, they're taken out from the moment, and they're not connecting with their children on the deep level. That's why me going out with my children all the time, like Sam and Gavin and Abby, and connecting with them, make sure they hear my voice is very important, because that's how I think I can impact them. I cannot change them. They have their own minds. They have their own way of seeing things, their own way of seeing the world. They're going to have their own experience, but I can inspire them. I can inspire them and let them know that this freaking world is totally insane, and don't get caught up into the material things, because that's what they want us to get caught up in, the material things, so we break our connection. That's all it is. Me, I don't give a shit about things, about collecting things or accumulating things, or no, I'm not. Look, I had that same microphone that I paid, I think $10 on Amazon. I still work. I don't. When it breaks, I'll get something else. But for now, it's good that you still hear me, and it gets on my nerve, the fucking thing on my head. But it's good because I can move also. And but I don't focus on accumulating things or in spending money and things that I don't need. But most of us do that, and especially to impress people we don't even know. We don't even care. We want to impress people and we don't even know. Like, it's so crazy. And especially that's why you go around with a nice car, you have a nice house, people have mansions because they live in their box. They live in a box. So for sure, if you live in a box, you're going to need a big box to be happy. Me, I don't want a big box. I want a small barn to be outside. I want to spend my days outside. That's what I want. I don't want to be inside and be kept prisoner. And, that's what we are. We're very, very, we stay very, very shy, very, yeah. To raise our children with love and respect. No, we don't. My husband and 2 of his children never went to school. We live off the land and sold our and goods. Yeah, that's it. You can do that too, but for now, the situation, we all have a particular situation too, so our circumstances and this and that. But I don't think it will ruin their life to go to school. Look, I went through the whole schooling. I went to CJEP. I did the indoctrination until after secondary school, and I'm still here yapping. And I knew something. So it's not because you do the program and you do the brainwash that you're going to be brainwashed. If you are aware, awareness precedes change. If you make your children aware, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth about how powerful they are, and they have to create a living dream, and they have to have a dream. My father never told me that I had to have a dream, or because they never got told, and they never see out of this conceived reality. I don't blame them. I take full responsibility today for my life, and I'm going to create the living dream. That's what I intend to do. I don't intend to blame people for my misery and the place where I am and their circumstances. It's up to me to take full responsibility and create something for my family, for me, for helping more people, for, it's up to us to make it happen. No one will make it happen for us, and we got to find back the aliveness. We got to bring back the aliveness in our life, and this is what a lot we miss because of the stress of life, the pressures and the worries of life that we let get to us. We let a lot of worries of life get to us for no reason, for a reason, for the programming and the stress but for sure we can let go of all this. We can rise above the stress, above all the nonsense that keep us away from our dream, away from creating a dream, from creating a living soul, a living something living, something alive, not something dead, something alive. We want to be more alive. We want to show more aliveness, more vitality, more. And that's it. Through speaking is a good way. Me, anyway, that's how I kill my pain, and that's how because sometimes, especially now, it's getting outside, the rain's kicking in, the knee's gonna be freaking hell. It is right now. That's why I'm struggling with pain every fucking day. So that is my motivation. If you have pain body, pain in the head, whatever, we all have pain. You're under trauma just like me, unless you want to put your head in the sand and avoid it and say, oh no, I haven't been traumatized. We all have been programmed and brainwashed and indoctrinated. So it's just to recognize it and to start, creating another kind of dream than a dream of hell, and something that's not cannot sustain too much with hell. You're not going to sustain a good vibration staying in hell. That's why Bob said, you think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. That's why, because we all live in freaking hell until we wake up. That's how I see it. And you can have heaven. You can bring heaven to earth. You don't need, heaven is here right now. You don't even need to bring it. You don't even need to bring it. It's here and now. Everything is there. What the heck do you think you're going to find? Other than here and now, everything, the beauty, the glory, the beauty of nature and that. It's all here and now. You know, sometimes we're so lost and seeking and trying to find. And, you know, in a world that would be a balance and harmonized, I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be here trying to find. Like, everything would be there. And anyway. Yeah, big hug and kisses, girl. I will miss you, girls. Yeah, you're great. So peace upon your house, Suzanne. Big up, Suzanne. So yeah, so I'm out and I'll be back another day, no? Tomorrow, another now. Truman Show and this weekend. Don't miss the Truman Show. Pierre Audret, that's gonna be such an amazing. He has such an amazing album. The guy, there's different genre of music on it, and it goes from disco to reggae, and so it will be very interesting to talk about him. I'll bring a bit of truth also into this. I have my paper already. I have 3 pages of questions for him. I don't think I'll be going towards that through this. But it will be a good hour with Piero and a good hour too, I feel, with my bro King Lorenzo the next day, Sunday. So that's going to be two great reggae singers, real reggae artists. You know, that's the one I want to connect, the one that from the heart, the real reggae artist. And there is lots of people with good art. There's lots of good-hearted people. We're all good-hearted, but most of us live in a cage. Most of us are in a cage. So break free from the cage and express your good art, your heart of gold, your love, your magnificence, your greatness. Like I just posted a video, manifested the greatness. It's up to you. It's you versus you. What you're going to do is all you that decide. So it was a pleasure to be with you. I'll be back another now. I got to check Gavin in his school, his Babylon. No, me, how do I call them last year? The government forced indoctrination camp. That's what schools is for me. School is a government forced indoctrination camp. Basically, that's what it is. So I got to go check what's happening with the forced indoctrination camp and see how we're going to... And I'm going to go this morning with him. So I hope I see a ball hurt in that class so I can tell her. So I can tell her, you know, that this could possibly be a lie. I don't know. I'm just saying. Have you ever questioned it? Just tell her like that. Just tell her I don't go into detail and put myself on the pedestal with my ego and say, oh, I know more than you. And no, I'm just planting seeds. I'm planting seeds because it doesn't change that thing that, yeah, it could change something that she sees it as a teacher. Teacher has great potential to change the course of things, but they go according to a program also. They have no choice to teach what they don't choose to teach what they want. So, but at least they could put less energy into the lies and more into the truth with becoming more conscious. That's what I think teacher have the potential to do. So I'm out and I'll be back another now. Big up everyone. Thanks for... you should make a live on education versus inspiration. Yeah, that's a good idea, Alex. Yeah. I like to talk about those topics, especially school and all the nonsense in there, and and inspiration. Yeah, that's a good. Maybe tomorrow we'll do that. I'll be here. I'm here every morning, so every first light. Not the morning is not. We're not gonna mourn, but yeah, I'm gonna go check out now what's going on with Gavin. He was all stressed out this morning. I'll go calm him down a bit and handle it, and I'll go check out the force indoctrination camp, see what it looks like. So I'm out, and I'll be back another now. Rise and shine. Live your dreams. Most of it, give thanks for life, because you're alive. Yeah, you are. Just like me. And that's the most precious thing we have. You know, you can have things. You can have life. You can have life. That's all we have anyway. Life and love. The love for life. I'm out.